come back, sex, wake me and your child. And then won't lay today, make me wonder who you might have been playing with, makes me wonder who you think.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jeremy, and today we are going to be getting into a story time. So make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe, share, and make sure you turn on your post notification bells on so you do not miss another video. We're making the intro a little shorter, so let's get into it. Alright y'all, so y'all seen from the title and the thumbnail what's going on. So these are one of the reasons I left from that school, like literally. And I do not care if anybody from the school sees it. Like, I do not care. I'm at home. What y'all gonna do? Anyways, stop being messy. So it all started, I actually knew this teacher before I got into the 10th grade because I heard little things about her and stuff. It just didn't sound too good. And I was like, I just knew. Because every year I'm targeted by one teacher. So I was like, I'm aware something is we're going to have a problem. So I get into the 10th grade, and it's like probably in September, so the second month of school. And I remember like she separated everybody because they were talking, but I wasn't part of that. I wasn't part of that for real. No talking. Then so she separated everybody. She separated me and my cousin, and we got separated because she obviously looked at us and just thought we was talking. And then like she told everybody to be quiet, don't talk to each other. So don't talk to each other. She didn't give specific detail. So I'm over here, I turn, I'm like, I'm talking to myself. You can't even hear me. Like I was not even talking to my breath. I was talking to my head. But I was singing A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I was singing the alphabet. Okay, y'all, if you hear that noise, it's the pool. It's filling up the water. You know, faucets run through pipes in your house and stuff like that. So yeah, Kayomi. Oh, y'all, Kayomi, she's 6 weeks old today. Friday. Anyways, and so she stopped us from talking, then she says, stop talking. The first time, and I'm sitting here like, who is she talking to? I'm serious, who is she talking? How does she know I'm talking? I'm over here like this. And I guess because I was facing towards people, she thought I was talking to someone. So I turned the other way towards the wall, and I'm over here. And she says, if I hear another one of y'all talk, and I'm like, she tripping on something. She on something. She on something, bro. Cause I did not talk, bro. So, like I said, bro, I'm over here talking in my head, and she says, I'm gonna move you again, right? So I was over here on the far side of the room, and she says, get up and go to the other side. I sit across from this kid that's just, oh, he annoying. I don't even care no more. I'm not dropping names, but I'm just saying he was annoying. She sent me over there, and I'm sitting here like, cool, he ain't talking to me. And he start talking. So I'm like, is she gonna say something? No, she didn't say nothing. So I was like, okay, I see how it is. So I'm over here writing on a piece of paper, and I guess she thought I was trying to, pass notes. I don't pass notes. That's dumb. Teacher's gonna find out, and they're gonna do something where they read it out loud, and I just don't have time for that because I'm gonna get mad. Anyways, so I'm drawing the paper. I drew like little, when you get bored, you just start drawing random stuff. Well, that's exactly what I did, bro. I was just drawing random stuff at that point. Then once I started drawing, I was folding it. I guess she thought I was talking about her.
Boy, if you don't...
I was folding the paper, bro. Folding to little squares. She said, what's in that paper? She said, are you talking? And I said, no, ma'am, I'm not talking. And y'all, when I get mad, I start crying. So tears was coming down my face already as soon as she pointed me out. Y'all, this to put into full consideration of your brains, bro. This video is not meant to go and get somebody fired or go point out names and stuff, bro. This is story time. Like, I'm keeping y'all entertained. And I'm sitting here like, does she not see the other boy over here talking? Y'all, if you're in my class, you know, bro. You know who I'm talking about. Stop, Kayomi. She thinks my charger is a toy. I don't even think this microphone is on. I think I let it down. I think it was charged. Better way to say it. Kayomi, please stop. So, girl, I cannot focus. So basically, she told me to unfold the paper. I'm gonna give y'all an example of what I'm talking about. She told me to unfold the paper, right? So boom, bro. Alright, so pretend the paper over here is folded, because right now I'm gonna do some of my binders. I'm gonna get it ready for school. I'm homeschooled, y'all, but I gotta keep my stuff organized. So boom, the paper folded like this. It folded into a square. I done folded into a little 4 little dimensional shape, whatever it is. I don't even know my shapes. Yo, I don't know my shapes. I hope I get into, I took geometry in 9th grade. What would I take in 8th grade? Anyways, I'll fold it, bro. She told me, unfold the paper then. I said, okay. I unfold it. I unfold it, John. And then I show it to her. She's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, really? Really, bro? And then this other kid over here, he's talking to me. I said, stop talking to me. She over here looking at me. She said, if y'all stop talking. Well, not if y'all, because she's obviously talking towards me. And then she's sitting here like, didn't I tell you to stop talking? I said, he's talking. I said, he's talking. She said, I don't care. I told you to stop talking. I didn't hear him. You didn't hear him, but I heard him. Everybody else in that class heard him. Everybody else in that class heard him, and they know they did, bro. I was just sitting here. I'm fighting this battle alone, bro. Like, I'm fighting this battle alone. I'm struggling to try to prove to the teacher I was not talking to the little ugly boy. That was one of my little problems I ran into with that teacher. I'm not dropping names because I don't feel like come to this school. I got something to talk to you. I don't care. That was one of the problems I ran into. The second problem is honestly ridiculous, bro. It was ridiculous. And that's when I hide it. The second time is when I hide it. So I'm gonna take a little break, get my little coffee in, and then I'm gonna tell y'all the second part. Because this gonna be that. I think that's gonna be the longer part. Stop looking at me. Go get y'all some food right quick and come back. Make sure to come back. Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad. Alright, y'all. So like I said, this second part gonna be even more crazier. So the first semester is over with and we're into the second semester. The second semester means I have a switch elective class, which means, bet, let's go. I got health class. I'm thinking this would be fun. It was fun until like the end of it before I went homeschool. Like I said, this is about the same teacher. Alright, y'all, so the teacher started coming to the class because she said people weren't doing their work. But see, I was way ahead of everybody, and the assistant principal even showed me I was ahead of everybody, for real. Well, there was a few people ahead with me, but yeah, I was ahead of the majority of people. And since we had been doing our work, we got a free day, so we were all playing on the computers. Everybody was playing like violent games and stuff, and I was looking at clothing, appropriate clothing. Y'all know Rockstar Originals, bro. I ain't got no Rockstar Original monies, but I like to look at clothes I can't afford so I can, you know, manifest what I want in the future when I do get that moolah, bro. But I don't got that right now. So, I'm sitting here looking at the clothes and stuff, bro. Y'all know y'all Go Guardian. If y'all school how Go Guardian, you know what's about to go down when I say this. Now, like I said, bro, I was looking at clothing, appropriate clothing. And the teacher is tripping, talking about, do your work. I had no work to do because I already done it all. She wasn't going for, she didn't text nobody else on Go Guardian and tell them to get on their work. She told me. And keep in mind, all these other people were playing, like I said, they're playing violent games, and I was on an okay website. Actually, a great website. There's not even no okay, that's fine. It was a great website because I wasn't on nothing bad. I wasn't on nothing bad. So then, I get back on the website, and she tells me, are you done with your work? I said yes. What was really making me mad though, bro, was the fact that the health teacher was not standing up for me, bro. Like, nobody in that class standing up for me. And then she proceeds to call the health teacher. She's in the other building. She proceeds to call the health teacher, and she's like, oh, tell Jordan I said come to my office. And by the phone call, when the teacher looked at me, I was like, oh my God, bro. Here she go again. Here she go again. Here she go again. Just bull cornering around, bro. I swear I love everybody today, even the teacher that I didn't like. No hate on nobody, but I couldn't stand that, bro. I was so glad when I left that school. Anyways, so I'm walking down to the office, and as soon as I step out of that building, my Apple Watch was on. If you know, y'all, the Apple Watches, you can turn on the recording. I did it twice. I used my recording twice, for the first incident and then this one. So I used it, and I'm walking into there. I keep it on. There is another teacher waiting in there. I'm in IEP, bro. So I have an IEP, because I struggle to learn like others. Let me not say that. Anyways, so she's an IEP teacher, and the other one is an IEP teacher, and they're both waiting in there. This man and the other IEP teacher I'm having the incident with. And she's sitting down, the other one's standing by the door like he a guard or something. Like, who asked you? What's T, bro? I already don't like you just standing right there. Like, y'all, let me tell you how he was standing. Like, I'll walk into the room and he's standing like Kaisenet if he was a guard, a mall loss prevention guard. And he's sitting there looking at me and I'm like, dang. He said, no, I'm sitting. So she said, sit down right here. So I sat down. I'm obviously gonna listen. I sit down and she over talking about, so didn't I tell you to get off that website? I'm like, no, bro, you didn't tell me. I'm saying, no, man, you didn't tell me to get on that website. And she said, well, I told you multiple times. And y'all, keep in mind, I just told y'all twice that she told me that whatever, she texted me, asked me that I do my work. And I was like, she said, well, you're supposed to be doing your work. And I explained what the teacher said. He said we had a free day where we could like get on stuff. He said we had a free day, we can get on stuff. So I explained to the teacher, he said that we had a free day and that we can get on games and stuff. I wasn't on nothing violent. I said, and she said, well, and before she got it out, I said, well, I'm just say name. Well, Lego, he was on that egg game. If y'all know what that egg game is, it's like a unblocked game. Cause y'all know a Go Guardian, they be blocking games. That's why I don't play games at school. School too strict. So y'all, let me get my mic ready for this. I don't even know if it's on. It's not. There we go. Can y'all hear me now? Y'all probably can't. She said, well, I told you multiple times, do your work. I have no work to do. Keep in mind, I'm way ahead. Like, I'm like 2 months ahead of my work. She said, I don't know if it was talking back. I really don't care. She said, like, I respected those. She said, well, I told you before she got out, I said, well, everybody else was on games. Why you ain't kick them out? Why you ain't called them down here? She said, if you got a problem with it, you can take it to the office. And right when she said that, I said, you know what? I will walk to the office. So I took my big tall tail out that chair and I walked out and I said, you know what? I will walk to the office. I don't got time for this. Y'all, I got the recording on my watch. I swear I'm not a bad kid. I don't lash out like that on teachers, but she got my last nerve. That was the last straw out of her, bro. So I walked to the office and snitched on myself. I said exactly what I said to that assistant principal. Exactly what I said to that teacher, I told the principal. And she tried to calm me down because, you know, it looked like she taking my side, to be honest. I showed her where I did all my work because I'm not a liar. I showed her where I did all of my work. Like, literally all of my work was done. Okay. She looked confused, too. Like, she was trying to figure out what's going on. What's T? I'm saying like, is she gonna say something? And then y'all, keep in mind, bro, I was in the office or whatever. She walked out. I see how she came in and she was talking to the principal, not the assistant principal. I heard her on the other side. There's like 2 doors to the office, the main principal's office, and there was a conference room between that and the assistant principal's office. So I'm sitting there and I hear her talking. She lying. That's what made me more upset. And my mom trying to calm me down. That's what made me more. She was over the phone lying. As I'm on the phone with my mom, I'm telling her that she lying. Like, she want me to take it. Let me turn the mic off. She's straight up lying to that principal. I'm like, bro, how? Like, other parents are complaining. I heard other parents complain about the teacher. I give up. I don't got time for this. So exams come. No, not the exams. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, I just let it go. And I was like, I don't got time for this. And eventually I went homeschool. Now, she's not the reason why I went homeschool. There was other reasons why I went homeschool. I'm probably have to make a part 2 about that. But yeah, it taught me a lot of boldness to come up on this camera and tell y'all. Because first I was scared. She was going to find this video, but I don't care. So, as I'm telling y'all this story, y'all do watch out for when teachers do that. I do feel like they pick favorites because, golly, this just made me mad over again. That's why I don't like bringing up subjects like that. It just makes me mad again. And I'll start asking myself, why I ain't say this to her? Why did I say this or why didn't I say it? But yeah, bro. Anyways, I hope y'all like this story time. Cause like I said, it took me a whole lot on my phone. It took me a whole lot to come up and tell y'all this story. And I have not made a video in like 3 weeks. So yeah, y'all, so thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for sticking around for the video. I also appreciate y'all for bringing up my views, bro. Cause my views have went up all the way. I'm talking about in it. I'm talking about in it. Don't forget to give this video thumbs up, subscribe, share, like, comment, share, subscribe, share, like, comment, share. Don't forget to turn on post notification bells on it, and subscribe if you already haven't. We trying to get to like 400 by the end of this year. We got 5 more months left in this year. We can do it, y'all. Without further ado, that's the end of it. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
I realize I didn't read between the lines, oh. And I ain't blind, gotta open up my eyes to see it all.